weeks come and gone, and we're off in Week 6 on EA Sports. To return it, here's Isaiah Williams. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down from the gun. It's his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
70 Lions. Traveler.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. Get some space around midfield. Running down the left side. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Brees Hall with the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gainow to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's the pistol snap to May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's out of bounds with that first down in hand. For the moment, though, we've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He loses the football, and the Jets recover it. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
May on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
All set now. 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Rhamondre Stevenson. He's out in the clear. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Rhamondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Boy, Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
They'll start this one out with Hall. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Hold it ready.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready. Panther 60. Panthers.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He gets it again to Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, come on.
They're going to try and throw it here. This one finds Taylor. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Okay.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
The 49-yard line.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
70 Timberwolves. Let go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So we're through 1/4 of this AFC East contest. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from MetLife coming right up. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's May. He has the first over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's a New England first down.
You know, kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down throw for May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball. When you do so on these stud tight ends, that's big time.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Again, it's May. Henry on the catch. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Here goes.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st and goal, Stevenson. And they take this in for the score. The Patriots take a second quarter lead. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Red. 60 by Franco 80.
They start the drive with Long. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
2. 60 Eagles. 6 Jet Panthers. Ready.
They go right back to Long. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. The give now to Henderson. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. Second and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
First and 10 now from the 46. Sticking with Henderson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Second down now. They need 7. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's May on first and 10. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it, and he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. An even 10-yard gain on the play, and the Patriots will have a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Here's May to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
And this one doesn't go far.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they just gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. Brought in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or a premium.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Have to come up with an unlikely 15 here on 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. He's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
The career's my stake, me and your palm. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. May now. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Henderson here from the gun. Didn't sell the draw enough, but he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Here's May. Completed to... He gets rocked, and the ball is out! And the Jets recover it!
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Coming right is Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The Patriots' 49-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down. We've set it downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Cowboys.
Again to throw on 2nd. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Go. Let go.
Hall running between the tackles. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Hall once more. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down partner. They're sent backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Let's go. Coach, ready.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
At the 4-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the 2nd half with some needed points. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
36-yard line.
May now from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. May. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Getting out to his left. He can run it. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Smash, smash. Ready.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Now he's past the 25. Touchdown, New York!
It's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. Buys time, rolling right. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Oh, he got free. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's the pistol snap to May. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
And it bounces out of bounds. Looks like they'll have half the field to go as they mark it directly on the midfield stripe. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. 19. Panthers. Go.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
I'll throw it. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
Nice.
From the gun on 3rd down. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. He's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And now they face second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, it's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on. As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Here's May again. Tua's got it again. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. It's May. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
3rd and 1. Here's May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Now May coming off that pick. Completed over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a New England first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the air on first down, May. Chased out to his right. Oh, they got it.